So I was born into a Catholic family. I was baptized as a child, and we went to church all the time. I have lots of memories of my mother taking me to church, and ever since I was a child, I thought there was something abnormal about the scene. I mean, everybody was standing up when this guy told them to stand up, give money when this guy said to give money, and everybody was just dressed their best and did what this guy, who I had no clue, have never met in my life, they would just do what he said. And so I was always skeptical, and I would always question things. About things like, well, if Mary was a virgin, how did she have a baby? And this was, my 8-year-old mind. So anyways, growing up, so then I became a teenager, and I kind of I believe in God, and I said things like, what goes around comes around, and things like that. But what made me come out that I didn't, or the point that I realized I didn't believe, was having a conversation with another fellow atheist, or with an atheist at that time, and he asked me questions that made me think. Why do you believe in, not just why do you believe in God, but stuff about what proof, and he asked me really good questions, and he didn't try to change my mind, but he really made me think about my values and morals, and I've lived my life for many years without praying or without, yeah, absolutely. So long and short of it is, after this conversation, I went and I read a lot of scriptures in the Bible that I didn't know about women could be abused, and and so I read a lot of scriptures that I was like, oh, they didn't even teach me this, and I felt betrayed. Why would you teach me everything in the Bible? And then I watched a lot of atheist videos, and I've always loved science, and a lot of the people I respect in the academic field, in the scientific field, are atheists. So anyways, I came out of the closet a couple years ago that not only did I not like organized religion, but I actually don't believe in God, and I got a lot of ridicule from my family. I would wear my A sign all the time, and my aunt would say that stands for ASS hole. Yeah. And I still do get a lot of ridicule, but coming out, it's meant a lot to me. It tells people who I am, and I'm a good person. I like to help people, and I like to take care of people, and I like people to think for themselves. And I think that's what makes somebody, a good person, not that they believe in God and say what goes around comes around and stuff like that. So one of my main concerns was when I was a teenager, will I still be a good person if I come out and say I don't believe in God? Because believing in God and going to church, that's what I thought made me a good person. And when I started doubting my belief in God, I was still kind to everybody. I accepted everybody. I didn't care if they were heterosexual or homosexual. Once I came out to myself, I realized that I could be good without God. And I stayed in the closet after that for a long time, but it was really, rewarding to know that I'm still myself, even though I don't believe in an imaginary character. I would say my best advice, or some advice that I'd like to give, is just, no matter what, if your family, they don't accept you after you come out, or your friends don't accept you, just continue to be good. And it's going to be hard, it's going to be tough, and you'll get through it. And there are so many people that will be there to support you, and there are so many people that think just like you, but they don't want to come out because of the ridicule. So I would say just Try your best, come out to your friends and your family, and you will find so much support. You'll have some people that you'll be so disappointed and they won't like you, but you'll find other people who will whisper in your ear and say, I think the same thing as you. My name is Lindsey McIntyre, and I've been out of the closet for 3 years. And just remember, we are atheism.